I just wanted to, is there anything more specifically on the topic of Iran negotiating a new nuclear deal and so on? Are there?
Well, I would say that there's a fundamental misapprehension that there's even anything to negotiate with Iran. Mm-hmm. So Iran has pursued its nuclear program with costs in trillions of dollars in sanctions. It's done that. Why has it done that? Now, the premise of negotiations, the current negotiations, past negotiations, is that there's a distinction between a civilian and a military Iranian nuclear program. A civilian nuclear program is we want to save money on our electric bill, so we want cheap nuclear power. There's a bit of a problem here because Iran is not France, it's not Germany. The cost of electricity in the United States is relatively medium. In California, it's huge because, of course, we use energy efficient solar panels that work very well at night right about now. Now, the cost of electricity in Iran per kilowatt hour is a tiny fraction of what it is in the United States. It's like 0.0, a whole lot of zeros, 4 cents per kilowatt hour. We pay a whole lot more for electricity than Iran does. Now, why does Iran get electricity so cheaply? They could just get it coming out of the ground. They don't have to answer to the Sierra Club or any environmental groups. So Iran does not remotely need a civilian nuclear program. It's got very cheap power right now. So any negotiations premised on the idea that Iran wants a civilian nuclear program are doomed to fail. And if we pursue them, we just look like idiots. We are telling the Iranians that we are suckers. Because when you come up to the Iranians and say, well, we'll let you have your civilian nuclear program, just don't enrich the uranium. The Iranians at that point realize that you're idiots and you don't know what you're talking about and you can be taken advantage of. So every time we humiliate ourselves by getting into negotiations with Iran, we just actually expose our own vulnerability. Beyond the nuclear threat, beyond the nuclear program, we make it clear that we are not serious, that we should not be taken seriously, and that obviously has bad implications beyond the nuclear program for the United States, for our national security. Which means if we're not going to do anything about Iran's nuclear program, at the very least, for God's sake, stop embarrassing ourselves by trying to negotiate with Iran and falling for their fiction or pretending to fall for it, that what they want is cheaper electricity.
Wow. Yeah.